Hi, how are you, babe? I'm gonna play some music while we wait for people to come in, and then we'll start the conversation. But welcome. Let me see it. I can bring this closer. There you go. Eyes are a bit red. Hi, someone else came into the stream. Hi. Say hi so I can know if you're here. Paolindo. Hi, Paolindo. How are you? Ooh. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna put some music on 1 second. Going live is such a hassle. I'm fine, thank you. What about you? I'm doing well. I'm excited about the topic for today. Also, it's my birthday week. Thursday was my birthday, and I was born on Thursday too, so it was a pretty special birthday. Oh, perfect. Yeah, it was pretty special. How have you been? How's your week been so far? I know we're still under quarantine. Where are you watching from, Paulina? Where are you watching from? Thank you, babe. Thanks, Paulinda. Someone call 911. There's a critical emergency. Let me know if you guys like this song. It's from a Cameroonian artist called... I remember you from Flex and Fly, Paulindo. Welcome. Benvenido. I don't know how to say welcome in Italian. Benvenuto. Welcome. Benvenuto, yay, benvenuto, benvenuto. We had 4 people. People came in and left. Yeah, okay, really cool. We're gonna start very soon. I want to see if more people are gonna come in. Do you guys like this song? Start to fool around, yeah. No man can. Hi, Easy. Hello from Suwanee, Georgia. Hi. Oh my God, all the way from Georgia. Let me reduce the volume a little. I've heard so many good things about Georgia. My sister is a musician. 1 second, you guys. So my sister is a musician. Yeah, the song is good, but be careful. Don't worry about that. I know how to handle that. Don't worry, Falindo. But yeah, my sister is a musician, and she says Georgia is one of the most beautiful places she's ever visited in her life. It's one of her favorite countries, sorry. Yeah, not the most beautiful, but her favorite country. Yeah, thank you, Paulindo. My lips are a bit dry. You put me down. Fool around. She's a Cameroonian artist. She's really awesome. Can curse. All right, so we're gonna start in. And where are you from? Right now. I'm in New Jersey. I'm in New Jersey, in the East Coast, in the U.S. Easy. I'm in New Jersey. I'm in New Jersey. All right, so we're gonna start in a bit. Oh, I have been. You've been in New Jersey? Did you like it? It's kind of quiet. It's a little bit too quiet for me. But I live in the city area, so I live in Newark, so it's pretty busy. But because I'm always in New York, and because I've lived in New York before I moved here, I find Jersey to be much quieter. Sorry, I put the AC, my fan, everything off because I don't want noise when I'm on. All right, are you guys ready to start? This is gonna be good. 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 First of all, I want to welcome both of you. I want to welcome anyone who is new to the live. You're looking beautiful. Thank you so much, Easy. I'm sure you're beautiful yourself. I'm only a reflection of you. I have been on the week. Oh, you have been 2 weeks. Yeah, Jersey is huge. Jersey is huge and very, very suburban. Very suburban. All right, so let's just go ahead and start, right? So welcome all of you guys who are new. Please subscribe, like the stream. Thank you for coming and joining the Salt Tribe. So there are 2 or 3 things I would want to go over today. So I want to talk about updates to the channel. That will be the last thing. That's like announcements, like when you're in church, there's the announcements. And first I want to talk about the topic, and then we're going to go into some updates. Yeah, I know it's very huge, but I live in Washington Heights, NYC. Ooh, Washington Heights is busy, busy, busy. I lived in Harlem, so Washington Heights is literally like, I would say on a train, probably 7 minutes. 7 minutes on a train. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Hi, babe. Sorry, I saw your comment and then it disappeared for a second. Let me see if I can read that. Uh, yeah, I love I love Harlem. Harlem to me is one of the best places I ever lived. And I lived in Petit Senegal. I'm far from you all. I'm in Florida. Florida's so beautiful though. Don't be sad, girl. You don't experience this harsh winters. You know what I mean? And your lockdown is definitely not gonna be as long and as crazy as ours. You know, being overpopulated comes with its own issues. So I love Florida. The only reason why I can't live there is because of the reptiles. Floridans, you guys love your reptiles the way us in the East Coast, we love our canines and our felines. We love our dogs and cats. But you guys, I left Harlem. I love that place. I know, babe, and you should come now. It has changed. It's changing every day. I would love to experience real snow. Oh, you will? Then yeah, if you would, then coming up here is definitely a good way to experience that. Anyways, I'm in my robe as usual. I love doing lives comfortable as I can be. But let's talk. So the topic for today is, hi to anyone new who's coming and who's watching from the bushes. Hi, please thumbs up the live stream. I remember the Lennox Lounge. Lennox Lounge is something completely like revamped now. You'd love it. You'd love it. Like now, a lot of things have changed, you know. Even for me, when I go, I'm like, oh, this is different and that is different because I left Harlem like what, 2 years ago. Yeah. Okay, let's talk. So the topic of today is, are you in love? Where are you in love or possessed? I don't talk too much about relationships and love and whatnot. I have my personal reasons, but I think I'm going to be going more into it this year. Yeah. So they changed the name. They just changed the name. Yeah. So we're gonna be talking. Let's start on with the topic now, you guys. So, I've not done a lot of relationship topics, but like I said, if you were in one of my last live stream, I think, or 2 lives ago, I spoke about starting to talk about that, right, on my live streams. We can do our little catch up, but then let's also talk about love and relationships, because I have a lot of people who are much younger, in their 20s. I'm 30. I'm in my Jesus year. I'm 33. Yay, yay. I'm so excited about that. It's coming with so many blessings, by the way. So I decided that I would start getting into that. I believe in love. We need balance both. Yes. So we're going to talk about this though. We're going to talk about, where are you in love? Are you in love? Or is it that you're possessed by rejection? I've had a lot of people younger, in their 20s, come up to me, and when we're talking about love and relationship and partnerships, they they ask me a lot of questions because they think I'm very insightful, and I like to think that I have some knowledge because I have gone through the fire and I am like a phoenix at this point in my life, right? I'm pretty much like a phoenix, and I really understand how this works. Of course, you cannot be fully knowledgeable. We're getting all the knowledge maybe when we die or so, but we're forever learning about this stuff. So there are certain questions that I ask them when they come to me and they say, I think you do as well. Oh, thank you, Armani. Thank you. So a lot of girls in their 20s would come and tell me about their dating life, right? And I'm not just talking about straight heterosexuals. I'm talking about, the LGBT community as well, right? So I have girls from every spectrum, from hetero to LGBT or whatever, come and tell me, hey, listen, I'm dating this girl or I'm dating this guy, and I'm going through hell. It's not really working out well. I don't know how to get my relationship to work. I don't know how to talk to them. And I'm like, oh, I would ask, okay, so tell me about it. Why are you so distraught by this, right? Because slowly but surely, the more calls or the more conversations we have, you see that they express how extremely and incredibly distraught this relationship is making them. And so I will ask, so why are you in it? Why do you feel the need to sit in the pain, to sit in it? What's the issue? And a lot of them would tell me that, the story will always revolve around, at some point, that person, rejected them. And I wouldn't say play, because that word play it's ridiculous, right? That the whole deception thing. I think in essence it comes from us, right? We are deceiving ourselves, and it's just that person is reflecting us, right? Whoever that partner is who's so-called doing it, he's just reflecting a lot of our insecurities or a lot of how we see ourselves, right? For the most part. So they would tell me, for example, like, oh, I'm dating this person, and in the beginning it was great. I was like, oh, okay, so are you guys in a committed relationship? And it's like, it's either no, we're not in a committed relationship, or yes, we are in a committed relationship, or we were. And then somewhere down the line, the person said, they don't think this is gonna work, and I've tried to find out, oh, why is it not working, blah blah blah, explain. What can I do? What can I do to make this work better, right? And the person would always say, well, if you do this, well, maybe I just need some more time. If you give me a little bit of time, or maybe we're moving too fast, or maybe, I have a lot of things I have to deal with, and I have an ex that is coming in and out of my life. I need to figure out that situation. And some people go with the good old work. Work is killing me. School is this. I'm so busy. I don't have time. Let's be clear. All that is what? Rubbish and bullshit to the umpteenth power, right? Why? So if you break it down, right, you realize that when they were telling me this, when they're telling me their stories, and when they're telling me what happened and how they got to the point where they're so distraught by this, at some point, that person, that partner told them, like, listen, I'm not sure that I want to do this, right? I'm not sure, I need some time, or I need a break, or whatever. And then all of a sudden, someone who they were just enjoying their company, or someone who, they had an okay, their relationship was okay, was good, it wasn't like anything to write home about. This is not someone who they wanted to marry, for example. This is not someone you want to marry, right? You're just having fun with this person, you're just enjoying yourselves, and then maybe at some point you guys decided, let's take this seriously because it's so great, and then all of a sudden you find yourself saying, I can't live without that person. Oh my God, every step I take, every move I make, every single thing I do, that person is always in my mind, all of a sudden. And the change, the switch from a relationship that was maybe just casual, a relationship where you guys enjoyed yourself, whether you were committed or not, something that was fun and great to be around, but however, maybe you didn't even see that person in your future. When a partner wants to break, it means it's over forever. I don't think so. But I don't think so. If it's genuine, I don't think so. But let me continue. So as in the beginning, you guys were literally just enjoying each other. That's it. You were enjoying each other. And maybe at some point you never saw yourself like marrying that person, but you saw yourself learning from that person, growing with that person. And you weren't sure. Maybe it will lead to something serious and maybe it won't. But you weren't pressed by it. But the moment that person said, or the moment that person says, I don't think I can do it, or the moment that person rejects you, because yeah, I mean, let's just use that word, right? Let's just use the word reject. But it doesn't really have to be a rejection. It could just be that the person needs to do something else, or just move, move differently, or not be in this relationship the way you want them to be. Maybe they can't be that way at the moment, right? So I wouldn't even call it rejection. I would just call it that maybe it's not working. But some people would define it as plain rejection, right? Like, or maybe the way it comes out, maybe the person's like, listen, I don't want you anymore. I don't want this anymore. I don't want to deal with you. I don't want this relationship. I don't want any of whatever this is anymore. The moment those words come out, basically expressing how they can no longer continue with the relationship the way it is, boom, everything switches for you. You start saying in your head, oh my God, but I love them. But you were the same person who were not, well, you weren't even sure if you wanted to marry this person. You weren't even sure if you wanted this to be long term. In fact, you might have been looking for some Paul down the street or some Jennifer down the street. You might have been looking at someone else. I mean, you might have even been cheating on this person. But the moment the person says, I don't want to do again, I don't want you, I want to move on, I want something separate. Or maybe I want to be with you, but I don't want to be with you the way I'm with you now. The moment that happens, you're obsessed. The moment that happens, you're like, but I think I love this person, but I love them. Oh no, but I care about them, but I don't know why they're doing this to me. I just woke up in the morning. Oh, Chichi, I don't know why, but I've been thinking about this person so much. I don't know what I'm going to do. There is this recurring, this feeling that life revolves around this person, right? This feeling that you never experienced before. Or if you even think you like that person, now it's times 10. Like, no, I don't like them. I love them. If you think you wanted to be with this person, and you're like, no, but that's my soulmate. That's my soulmate. Lies. Lies. The lies we tell ourselves, right? Because a lot of us are not introspective, right? And what I mean is that a lot of human beings do not evaluate themselves, do not evaluate their thoughts, do not evaluate how they act in a relationship and why things, like how they are a part of the outcome of whatever is happening in their lives. It is very natural at a very basic level or low frequency, or at a very basic frequency, to see that, oh, the cause of something is outside of ourselves. The cause of something is not, the first response is like, why? And you look, it's external, right? When anything happens, it's not like, oh, how did I contribute to this? What could I have done differently? That's hardly ever the first immediate investigation that you make. Usually the investigation you make is, okay, what external factor has contributed to what this is right now? Hi, Ivana. How are you, Ivana? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome. Grab a coffee, grab something, and let's have a conversation. Join the conversation as well, and please thumbs up the live stream. There's some good people in the chat, so if you want to connect with their channels, you can. All right, and they can connect with you. But let's continue. All right, baby. So let's continue. So that's the thing. A lot of people are not introspective enough. They're not sitting and asking themselves, how have I contributed to this thing? How? What is the role that I have played? And I don't mean you blaming yourself. That is not the same thing. Introspection is not an opportunity to blame yourself. It's just an opportunity to investigate your actions and see how you could have done better. See how your essence, how your essence, and this is not just a circumstance that's happening now, but it could be childhood. How you, as a whole, have contributed to something, even unconsciously, subconsciously, right? So instead of saying my God, this person has rejected me just like that. I didn't like them before, but something in my body, I think I love them. I think I love them. Now, all of a sudden, you don't even care. You don't care that you wanted to follow that John down the street when you were dating Paul. You were dating Paul and you didn't care then. You were looking at John. You said, John has 6 chocolate packs. John is an engineer. John is a doctor. He's an engineer. He can engineer me. John is a doctor. The money. What's even doctor money and shit nowadays? John is a businessman. Owns a tech company. John is a happening person. So you forget the Paul that you're dating. The Paul that was paying you small attention. The Paul that you people used to go to the club together. You guys used to go to the library together. You guys did your homework together. You guys did work projects together. He helped you out with work stuff. Like you forget about, because things were sweet with Paul. Things were sweet. Maybe you're not even dating someone else. Maybe you were just enjoying your time with Paul or Paulina. However way you swing, doesn't matter. Maybe you guys were just enjoying your time. She was your work buddy, or you guys met at some convention and you're just enjoying your time together, happy, but you did not know how, where it will take you. All of a sudden, if Paul says, I don't know, I don't know if I want to do, I think we're moving too fast, babe. I think we're moving too fast, Can I just, can I take a break, babe? Or, I don't think I can do this, I'm very, very busy. I have MCAT coming. I have bar exam coming. I have investors, investor meeting I have to prepare for. Investor meeting that is only 1 meeting or 2 meetings, but Paul says, I don't want to do, I need to focus my whole life on top of investor meeting that is coming up. How can investor meeting make you break up with me? Paul, that's what you're saying to yourself. Paul, small investor meeting that will come and go, you want to break up with me that you're busy. Forget all of that. It wasn't that deep. Believe you me, it wasn't that deep. But the moment the person rejects you, Chineke, Paul was my soulmate. Now, John with 6-pack, John with $1 billion in his account, you're not even looking at that John. John that you said would change your life, you're not looking at him. Now you're going to look at Paul. Paul and his small investor meeting. You now start looking, Paul is a Capricorn. Me, I am a Taurus. Paul and I are soulmates. The horoscope said we are meant to be. Chichi, please. What's happening? What's happening is very simple. The reason why you have become obsessed with, with Paul right now is very simple. Because Paul said, no, honey. Paul said, no. I don't want to do again. That's the reason. You're not in love. You're not even in deep like. This LS is like a musical. I hear you, Paulindo. The real problem is Paul said no, he doesn't want to do again. And there are psychological things and chemicals and whatever, scientific things that happen within the body. Yes, there are scientific things that happen within the body when someone is rejected. Let's put love to the side. For example, it's always people wanting what they no longer have. Yes, there's an obsession with that. Hi, Cubsden. How are you? Everyone, connect with Cubsden. She is wonderful. She does a lot of cooking food recipes for families. So let's all connect. Welcome to the live stream, Cubsden. All right. So yeah. So let's, for a second, break this down and push love to the side, and we'll come back to it so that you can really understand how this works, okay? So think about when, even with your friends, right? Let's say you have a friend that always gives you their attention. When they call, you pick up. The first ring, bam. When they say, I have headache, they're like, Sylvia, I'm coming. In fact, I'll send you a care package right now. Boom. Right? Anything you want, anything Sylvia wants, boom, you're there, right? And then you have this other friend, right? Or this other person you're trying to make, trying to have a conversation with. Ivana, but you change your name. Yes, and I love that you change your name, Ivana, because I think that it makes a little more sense than having numbers to your channel. A full name actually makes it a little more personal. It actually makes it personal. But yeah, so that's what it is, right? It's when now you have another friend, right, that when you call them, maybe they'll pick up, I don't know, on the third ring, okay? But when you're sick, they could send you a care package, right? But when you call them, they don't pick up right away. They could pick up at the third ring. They could decide to just call you back at the end of the week. Okay? They could maybe send you some messages of, things that are happening around you. They could send you messages and information that will help your life, that will help you grow. They're that kind of friend. Once in a while they'll send you a message here and there. It's like, oh, there's a conference happening here, or there's this thing happening in your field here, or I gave you I sent you $100 cash app, or I did, you know what I mean? But they're not pressed by you though. They're not too pressed by you. They give enough, just enough, for you to not cancel them, but not enough for you to get comfortable and be walking about saying, oh, this is my friend. They just give you enough, just to get, just enough not to get them canceled, so to speak, right? So when you have that friend that just gives enough, right? And you are that friend that is always present, right? And you also have a friend that is always present for you, but you also have a friend that is not so present for you, but is present just enough. Let's be honest and real. Who do you really try to impress more? Let's be real. And I'm not saying that it's conscious. Who do you try to impress more? You don't even know you're impressing. But let's say that maybe I don't know how to put it yet, right? My brain is a little everywhere and I don't know how to put this. But most of the time, there is a little more reverence. There's a little more reverence and a more eagerness to please when it comes to that person who's not really that available to you. What do you think? Yes or no, in general? Do you think this is true, or do you think this is not true? That when you have the friend that is readily available all the time, yes, okay, I got one yes, and you have a friend who is not so available, but just there only, when it's right, they're not too pressed by you. People might not want to admit this, but it's human nature. It's just the truth. You say yes, it's just human nature. Just really think about it. The friend that is good to you, but not always there. And then the friend that is always there, whether you know it or not, in the back of your mind, you know that you are already done with that friend that's always there. In Nigeria, they call it see finish. In general, yes, the one with the low availability reading on the meter, it's true. In Nigeria, they call it see finish. It means you have seen everything about this person, about the friend that's always available. You have seen everything, you know everything, you're not pressed. You know that, come rain, come sun, that person is always going to be there. The person's not going anywhere. You know that, I mean, Jennifer is never going to go anywhere, but Sylvia, Sylvia, we never know. We don't know if today Sylvia will just, get angry for something. We just don't know. We don't know. But you do know that Sylvia is good to you. So you cannot cancel her. Because she's there. She's just not there the way you want her to be there. She's not. So there's always an eagerness now to please Sylvia. Because you don't know if you're doing enough, if Sylvia will still be there. If you just, human beings can be stupid like that. But that's the truth. People value, there is a chemical a chemical thing that happens to the body, to the mind of a person when they don't get exactly what they want, how they want it. You know, when they get rejected, there's an eagerness to please when they get rejected. Think of the partners you've had, the ones you have now and the ones that have failed. Think about it. Every time, I don't know how old you guys are, right? But I think for the most part, I feel like most of you are in your mid-20s and up. That's usually my demographic. Even I do have Niger roots. But yeah, so you start, you when you think about it, you realize that whenever a partner was not fully available, or when they decided that they didn't want to continue the relationship the way it was before, there is this, and even let's say you broke up with someone, and the parents was like, okay, cool, big deal. And they moved on and they thrived. They weren't crying. They were meeting this one, going there, and in fact, they did better in their lives. You start wondering, hey, God, let me call this girl and see what's up with her. Let me call this guy. It looks like Paul is, is getting his bank account to get fatter. It looks like Paul has finished all his investors meeting and is doing better. Let me call Paul. Paul, how are you? Hello? Do you understand? So there's this like eagerness to match up, because when you're rejected, when you're so-called rejected, if you take it as a rejection, right? You shouldn't take it as a rejection. You should just take it as, some things come to an end, and that is the beauty of life, is the fact that there is a beginning and an end of this physical life, not of life itself. Of course, life is unending, right? Actual life is unending, but in the physical life, right, in the physical world we're in, the beauty of it is that there is always like, a start and a finish for a lot of things, and it is the fact that it might end that makes it sweeter, that makes it worth living. Because if everything perfect were to happen at the same time, then there will be no imperfection, there will be no balance, and there needs to be a balance. So if you take it as rejection, you feel like, oh my God, I've been rejected, so that means I'm not worthy. That means something about me cannot match up to this person's needs, to this person at all, or maybe to this person as a whole. Something about me does not match up. That's why they cut me out. You don't think that maybe something about them does not match up. Maybe something about them doesn't match up. Maybe you actually completely match up, and that's why you were even. Because at the end of the day, you attract who you are at whatever point in your life, believe it or not. And you would ask like, so when rich men marry poor girls, are they attracting who they are? Are these rich men low-key poor? Hi, baby. Hi, Monique. How are you? How are you? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome. You guys connect with Baby Beauty. She has a lot of social commentary vlogs. And yeah, I love her. The Soul Tribe loves her. Please connect with her if you don't have Monique, if you don't have Baby. I'm glad to hear you're good, babe. Join the conversation if you want to, okay? But please thumbs up the live stream. Thank you. Hi, Esther. Hi. How are you? My Cameroonian sister. How you doing? You guys, Esther is an amazing YouTuber. You would love her content as well. Please connect with her if you haven't. I'm already loving the topic. Yay. Let's talk, darling. Let's talk. So yeah, there's an inherent sense of rejection, of unworthiness when someone says no. But in the end, even when a rich man, for example, marries a poor or a less financially buoyant woman or man or whatever, right? And you might be asking, so what? Are you saying that rich man is low-key poor or lacking? I am saying that those two entities, those two spirits, those two humans, that rich one and that poor one, are exactly like they attract themselves. It's not necessarily about the cash in the account. He might be lacking in one way, or he might be, at a certain level actually, and it might not be financial, but maybe that person is super rich in a section, maybe his partner is super rich in another sector of their lives, and they matched up. Whatever the case, they are matching up, they're perfect, they attract who they are. You will always attract who you are. I know, even when you are not abusive and you meet an abusive person and you guys come together and now you are in a relationship with an abusive person, you attracted that who you are. Both of you are the same. Your guys are attracting who you are at that point in your life. Later on, things can change and you can become another person, because as humans, we are constantly becoming. You can become another person and all of a sudden you never attract what you used to attract before. Good or bad, whatever, whether what you were attracting before was good or bad. You can get to a point where you never attract that anymore. And you're like, damn, I used to attract, beautiful dark-skinned men. Now all I get around me are, Latinos. That's interesting. I used to attract bad boys. Now everybody I attract is straight-laced. I used to attract straight-laced, correct men. Now everybody I attract is a biker boy. They want to take me on a ride, on a journey. You attract who you are. You attract who you are, right? So that is just the truth about it. So that thing called rejection and you feeling unworthy, no. At that point in your life, you attracted who you were. No matter how good or how terrible or how blasé and vanilla it was, you at some point attracted exactly who you are. So once you have a knowledge of that, you're not so, you're not crying and so obsessed and like, oh God, why has this? But if you do not understand that, you're constantly thinking, the reason why this person doesn't want me is because I don't match up. So I have to figure out a way to match up, And then that's how people start talking about revenge. My revenge body, my revenge career, my revenge mental states, my revenge house, my revenge car, my revenge 20 boyfriends, my revenge 10 girlfriends. That's when people start talking about revenge this or that. I'm going to look at the comments because I saw a comment coming from Paulina. Paulina, I'm sorry that I missed that. I'm going to look at that. But yeah, at that point, that's when you start thinking like, hold on. Et voilà, on est là. Let's see. Paulina said, I love cultural exchanges, so who am I? Yeah. Yeah, so in essence, right, this is what happens to the mind. This is what happens to the mind when you're rejected. And you swear to goodness, you swear that no, what is happening to me is just love that is growing in me since that person left. Right? And I cannot tell you how many girls come and tell me like, yo, so I was dating this guy and, when we started, it was just okay. It wasn't that serious. Hi, my camera sis. Yeah. Like when we were dating, it wasn't that serious, but he was good. He was this, whatever. I was like, okay, so what happened? Things just weren't working out anymore. I said, okay, so you decided to move on as well, right? And they're like, oh no, but I see them all the time, and I tried to talk to them again, and they said maybe they're not ready. But then they were ready for Regina down the street. They were not ready for you. But all of a sudden they start dating someone else, and you start crying, and you start, you know what? Now this guy has left me and he wants to go and date Regina, and Regina has, blonde hair, blue eyes, and Regina is skinny. And you, because your hair is black, because your eye is brown, and because your shape is like an hourglass, it's a problem all of a sudden. All of a sudden, maybe if I was, I was skinny and bony like Regina, he would like me. Maybe this whole time he's actually liked skinny girls. Oh my God. I'm going to tell you a little personal story. Oh my God, I'm getting personal. I'm going to tell you a little personal story. I'm not going to make it so long. I'm going to make it very little personal story. But if you guys want to share something that has happened in your lives as well, please share it and we're going to talk about it too. But I remember I dated this guy, and in the beginning, I honestly did not want anything serious to do with him. I was just, at that point in my life, I was just lonely. I felt alone, and I was like, I just want to talk to someone. So we were talking. I didn't care how the outcome would be, and all of a sudden, it didn't work out the way well, I didn't even know how I wanted it to work out, but initially I didn't care for how it worked out, right? But slowly, the more I got to know that person, I liked them a lot, and I was like, okay, maybe I wanted to go places. But the moment that person said they don't think they could do this, I was like, oh hell no, hell no. I was in my early 20s. Oh, I was devastated. I was so devastated. I had playlists to help me get through it. And literally, I had a lot of playlists. Asha and Beyonce, for the most part, those two girls, they had music that helped me get through it. But literally, I would go in the train, and if I see like an Asian girl, which like looked like his ex or whatever, I would literally be like, my heart will palpitate. Literally, because I swore that that was his type. And so therefore, maybe that's why I had all these theories in my head, all nonsense and bullocks. Because now you can't pay me to be with that person. There's no amount of money that will make me go back to that person. I'm just not who I was then. I'm not. No amount of money will make me go back to that person. That's just point blank, period. But, I was thinking, the moment that person, when he said no, I was like, oh God, my whole life is finished. That is supposed to be my husband. Oh, God. Then you start saying, God, universe, why do you give me these feelings that I don't want? Why can't I not just hate this person or just like move on, right? And it's just because you're so married to this new outcome. You are so married to the fact to an idea. That's the truth. You are married and obsessed by an idea, right? And the moment that is taken from you, you think oh my God, I am unworthy. So now I want to make myself worthy, and I want to flaunt it to that person, and I want to make them suffer, right? I want to let me go and buy contacts and put in my eye so that my eye can look like Regina's eye. Let me go and do these blonde braids so that my hair can look blonde like fucking Regina. Let me go and, start drinking lime morning and night so that my waist and my bum bum will be as skinny and as bony like Regina's. I want thigh gap like Regina. Look at Regina's thigh gap. That's why this boy is chasing her. That is why Paul is chasing Regina, because of that thigh gap. I'm going to go and remove it. I'm going to go and work out and lose all the weight. Nonsense. What did Regina do me? See, I don't know. That's spiritual Regina. I don't know. Do you understand? It's all bullocks. And why? Because you are married to that outcome. You're married to that idea. If you started thinking that, okay, you know what? I am going to focus on myself to be like, to be at the vibration where I want to be. And when I get to the point where I want to be, of course, you're always becoming. So you always set goals. All right, this year, I want to learn this discipline. All right, this year, I want to achieve this. I want to take this class. I want to do this. When you keep working on yourself, keep loving on yourself, keep making promises to yourself that you actually keep, right? Whenever you have a partner that comes into your life, you're not obsessed by anything. You're just, I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to enjoy this. Period. And if what you want is a partnership, you're going to communicate that without fear. Without fear. Because people are so married to an outcome. They're like, I don't want this person to reject me, so I'm going to lie to them. I don't want this, so I'm going to do this. No. The moment where you are really and truly looking at the mirror and be like, oh, I love me. I love the woman that I'm becoming. I love the woman that I... Look at Toke Makinwa. If you followed her journey, because I did. She was like the sister that I didn't have for that advice that she used to give when I was, in my early 20s. Hit that keynote higher, girl. Working on yourself. Yeah. Like the moment you pass by the mirror, you look like, oh, yeah. You know, I got that degree, or I forgot degree self. You don't even have to have degree to be feeling yourself. Just like, you know, I made this promise to myself and I kept it. I said I was going to read all these 5 books that would help me with this, that, and I did that. I said I was going to do this and I did it. I said I was going to save up and go to Dubai to go and look at this, and I did it. I said I was going to go to Mexico to go and climb Machu Picchu because I really love Machu Picchu, and I did it. You come back, you look at yourself in the mirror, you're like, I like you. I like the woman who you are, who you're becoming. I said I was going to send $500 to my grandmother, and I did it. You go, every day you look at the mirror, you're like, wow. Of all, like, what I can really say is that I can count on me and I can bet on me. Fear goes out the window when that happens. Now, when you are at that higher vibrational level, the people who come to you, who are attracted to you and who actually stay, because flies are all attracted to shit, right? Or let's just say bees are all attracted to honey. That's a better analogy. Bees are all attracted to honey. Right? Everybody loves a good thing. Everybody loves a good thing. There's nobody who doesn't like something that is good. So a lot of people will be, when you get a higher level frequency, a lot of things will come to you, whether good, bad, all types of, they will all be running to you. But those who stay and those who sit with you are going to be those who your spirit accepts. Everyone can come. But those who sit and those who stay, whether romantically or not, or friends, or, you know, whatever kind of love, platonic, romantic, whatever it is, those who stay are those who would be aligned with your energy, who your spirit says sit. So when you meet that significant other, that partner, that lover that comes, you can say, you know, you can be honest and be like, oh my God, I do really enjoy your company. What I'm really looking for right now is to create a family and a legacy for myself. And you're honest about it, but you're removed. Right? So you're not giving too much. You're not obsessed. You're not always available. Not that being available is not good, but it's good for the right person. For the person who has that mental capacity to appreciate it. But, you know, you're not obsessed. You're not every day, John, please come with me. Let us go down the street and do this. I don't want to go alone. John, please come and do that. I don't want to do alone. Like, when your whole world, John, then it's not only Paul that will leave you. John will 10 6-packs, the chocolate 6-pack will also run. He will run. But when you understand and you know yourself and you're comfortable and happy yourself, you're focused on you. So when John comes into your life and is enjoying you and enjoying each other, you're honest. Because you don't, if John wants to go, he should go. He can go. You're not begging, you're not forcing. You're living your life and John knows it. He sees you living. So you don't have to lie. You can be fully honest. You can be fully like, you know, but of course, everybody needs to have a sense of mystery. So while you're honest and while you're kind and whatnot, you are radically focused on you. And that partner sees that. They see that, wow, this person is really about their growth. Really about their growth. So they're not confused by, okay, now Paul has come into my life. Paul's dream is now my dream. Paul wants to be an architect. I'm going to study things about architecture so that when Paul says bam, bam, I'm also like, yes, baby, yes, let's do this. No, do what you are doing. Do what you are doing. Don't be stupid. Do your own thing. Work at your craft. Do what you're doing. When you get to that level of partnership and you both decide that, okay, maybe we should both pursue one thing together, that's another thing. But that spirit and energy of self-development, constant self-growth and development, is incredibly attractive. And it really helps you fight that chemical, beat and even overcome that chemical in your mind that will make you afraid of rejection or make you obsessed by rejection to the point where you're confusing somebody who doesn't want you anymore with, but I'm in love. I'm in love. This person is my life. I cannot live without them. Like, it will really help you get that out of your mind. It will really help. Because the person sees that, listen, this girl is doing her thing with or without me. So automatically, they also want to impress. They want to get to that level where they're fully accepted, but they don't know that honestly, you accept yourself. And the fact that they're sitting with you is because you allowed them to sit with you. No other reason, because not everybody who comes to their life sits with them. But slowly and surely, they will realize that. They will realize that that's right, sis. Yeah, slowly, if they're, smart people, slowly they'll realize that, listen, Chichi is just doing her thing. Ivana is just living. She really is just living and becoming her best self every day. So whether I stay or I go, Ivana will continue living and doing her thing. So let me now ask myself, the work now comes away. It's no longer, you now realize and you now see it is clear. The work is of acceptance. It's not your problem. It's not your issue. It's not your fucking issue. That accept that, whether he accepts you or he doesn't accept you, it is not your business. That honors, that work is not your work. Because you have accepted yourself and you have accepted the energies in your life that make you better and happier. Him included. So if he goes, another will come. Or maybe there are many. He's not even the only one. He probably doesn't know it. Right? Another will come, or another is there in the background, or another is, around. Who will want to sit permanently? Or who will want to sit for a long time and maybe move on? And don't be afraid that someone moves on. Please, this is 2020, right? I am not here to advocate for divorce, no. Because divorce is very difficult for a lot of people. But I'm here to say this. There's no relationship that is not, that cannot be, that you can't move on from. Including the ones you cherish so much. Allow it. It's okay. If you find that you have contributed to hurting another soul, apologize and make amends if you can. Because it's the right thing to do. But the obsession with whether somebody stays and lives your life, are you mad? Work on self-sustainability while building your community of loved ones, of work partners, whatever it is. Work constantly, every day, morning and night, for self-sustainability. Morning, night, afternoon, work for self-sustainability. A lot of content creators on YouTube, that's what you guys are doing, right? You're working on some kind of self-sustainability, right? Some kind of future sustenance, right? Where you can be sleeping at some point if you want, maybe 10 years, 5 years, 3 years down the line, and your videos you made, 5 years ago that has 100,000 views, 1 million views, 5 million views is making you money, shmoney, honey. It's making you shmoney while you sleep. That is self-sustainability. That's an example of it. So if you want that same sustainability in a loving relationship, focus on yourself, right? I don't want to be, I'm going to be transparent and honest, right? It is my channel. It is Pop Salt and Culture. So my unique perspective, you can take it or leave it. But I always tell you guys, you are God. The highest expression of yourself, the highest, is God. And the universe, the entire universe, is you. And you are the entire universe. Everything and everybody is a reflection of you. The thing you don't like, the thing you like, the thing you don't have, the thing you have, all of them are you. All of them are you. One day, when it goes cling cling and you realize that, you'll see the changes that will happen. And hopefully you're in the right frame of mind and you don't go crazy and you can accept that truth. The highest expression of yourself is God. So you need to keep just working at becoming the best baby, working at becoming the best Paulino, working at becoming the best Ivana, the best Cubs Den, every single day. Every single day. Right? So that way, when the spirits that you like and that are in congruence with yours come, they sit with you. they stay with you, and you're not afraid. And if they come and they say, oh my God, Ivana, I would like to have a family with you, you're like, oh my God, I would like a family as well. Let's get married. Let's do this together. Let's do that together. Or they're like, oh Ivana, or this person, I would only like a child. I don't want to have a family. And then it's something that you can say, okay, no, I'm sorry, John, but that's not what I want. So let's continue this loving relationship, or maybe let's move on so that I can invite that other energy into my life. Or okay, John, sit here if you want, no problem, but that's not what I want in my life. But you don't have to now go and tell your left hand what your right hand is doing. You will not now you will now not go and be telling Paulino that, okay, since that's what you want, me, I don't want it, so no problem. But John wants to give me that, so you can shall stay or you can go. Don't do that. That's just stupid. That's stupid. Don't now go and be telling John that don't be telling Paul that, listen, you don't want to marry me, no problem. See, John has already decided that he wants to marry me, so you don't need to go back and forth and be telling people those. Mind your business. Let Paul be doing Paul. Let John be doing John. You yourself, you have a brain. When you are ready to move on, you will now go to John. And if you're not ready, be enjoying both of them, or be enjoying one of them, or be, building that friendship, that relationship, that whatever, until you're ready to also do you. So really focus, because that's how some people just get into bad relationships, because they're focused on the wrong things. They're focusing on, oh my God, I want that money. Oh my God, John has that money. And they don't know that maybe they can create that wealth for themselves, right? Or maybe one person is so focused, I want that love. And they're not understanding that, baby girl, no, you need that money though. You really need to get that money, okay? So you're not in the position. So if you get that money, so you have to think about what you want, what you need, the right energies in your life, and sustainability. What is going to be there for the long term. And if you're a short-term person, don't go and be lying to people that, listen, yes, me too, I want to marry. Yes, me too, I want to. No, be honest. I don't want that kind of partnership. I want to enjoy you for now. I want children, but I don't want to be with the same person forever. I don't, because it will make me go crazy, and they're going to hate me, and I'm going to hate them. Be honest. Don't be afraid. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? Don't be afraid. What people find incredibly attractive is the person who is always becoming their God self. That shit, lie, is too beautiful to watch. It's too goddamn sexy. Think about a person who is constantly meeting the promises they make to themselves. Who's constantly growing. Somebody who maybe last year they were obese and this year they're fit. You tell me if that issue's not like sexy and incredibly, just jaw-dropping to you. Someone who explores difficult things. Someone who is like, they're always, just working, had no time for family of themselves. And all of a sudden, they're joining a non-for-profit. They're taking more care of their family than the year after, they're running a marathon. And you're like, sheesh. That's exciting. I like that. Do you understand? Or think of that vis-a-vis someone who maybe is investment banking and all they do is just every day just going to work, come back, make a paycheck, go to work, come back, make a paycheck, go to work. Last year they were doing it, this year they were doing it, 20 years down the line, they still motherfucking doing it. Hi Tenny, how are you? Welcome to the live stream. Please like the stream if you haven't. And you guys, please like Temmy's channel. Temmy is an amazing sister. And Temmy, you can meet and join other people on the Ella stream. You can scroll up if you want and connect with them, and they'll connect with you. But yeah, and you can join the conversation by all means, okay? So we're almost done, but yeah. So yeah, you guys. So this is something that I think it's important to address. The fact that, a lot of people, I love your background, Dripping. Thank you, darling. Thank you. I love plants. Some people call me a plant mommy. Well, I am actual plant mom because I have some real plants that I actually love. But yeah, so that's what I really wanted to get out there, you guys. Think about it the next time you are in a loving relationship. And even for some of you who are married, in a marriage, it's a little bit more complicated because every day you wake up and you decide to be with each other, right? That's the people who are in a partnership. Some people are not even in a partnership, they're just in a straight marriage thing, like we die here. If you care, you beat me every day, I'm not going anywhere. If I care, I puncture your eye, you're not going anywhere. If I spend all our money, you're not going anywhere. If I bring 20 million, you're not going in. Like, no matter what I do or don't do, we are till death do us part, literally. They're not in a partnership. They're in a traditional marriage where no shaking. We die here. So in a situation like that, you know, I don't know how you guys deal, but you guys probably just deal with whatever happens. And I'm not judging. If it works for you, do you will. I'm sure there's a contract you signed with the universe to fulfill this. And whatever you learn from it, you learn. But if you're in a partnership with someone, marriage, whatever it is, yeah, just it's something to keep telling yourself, like, okay, where are we at? Let's evaluate each other, right? Where are we at? How are we growing? You know, what are the things about that person that you finding yourself reject, or what is the things about you that you think that person is rejecting? Because even in a marriage, now I'm not in a marriage, but this is relationship 101, even in a long-term relationship, you constantly wonder, you know, do they love me the way they loved me when we started? Do they still look at me and want to, like, you know, screw the shit out of me? You know, the way you did when we were, you know, much younger, or when we just met. Are we in a much better place where, you know, does he like admire me even more than, you know, he did then? So it's still the issue of rejection still exists even within long-term relationships and in a marriage. You guys are constantly saying like, oh, but people don't talk about it, they just suffer and die in it, or they ask their best friends and they're not talking to their partners, like, you know, or they're not observing, because sometimes these things are hard to discuss with your partner when you haven't fully done the breakdown. I encourage you to fully do the dissection on your own before you approach them. Fully see, you know, where you know, how you contribute to this as well. You know, have they rejected a certain part of me? Have they accepted another part of me? Are they, you know, more in awe or, you know, what I've become now? Or are they, you know, completely baffled and hate the person I am 10 years down the line? Like, because like I said, we're ever evolving, right? So these are the things to think about. And if you find your place in that place of rejection and you just feel like, oh my God, I think I love my husband way more. Oh, I think I love my wife way more, but they're not paying me that attention. It's not a thing of you loving more. It's a thing of you really feeling rejected, feeling like you are unworthy, and trying very difficult to compensate and be seen by that partner the way you used to be seen before. It's not that the love increased. No, it's that the obsession and the possession has taken your whole body, you know, and now the obsession is so powerful that you think, is it love? Is it love? Is it love? No, darling, it's not. So that's it for the topic for today. Let's talk about changes. Let me see, who's this? Easy said, where can I find a quality woman? Why is this hiding you, Easy? Let me put you, yeah. Oh, Easy, you give your phone number? See, Easy, this better not be your phone number. Oh, Jesus. Beautiful voice. Oh, hardly, Paulina, but thank you. So let's go to the second segment. I want to know in general what you guys think about my content. If you are a strong member of the tribe, I know Tani, Izzy's not playing. Izzy's like, I want a proper woman. Hit me up. Y'all, if you're looking for a partnership and want to just be wild and try something out, listen, call Izzy, please, so that he can stop putting his numbers in live chats. Please call Izzy, okay? You think so, Pauline, though? I just want to really, because there's something I've been thinking about, and I don't want to piss off my already existing audience, because as you guys may know, I have a blend of a niche. It's a wellness niche, but within wellness, there are many facets, right? So I don't do just one type of content. Like, I'm not focused on fitness alone, right? I focus on mind, body, soul, which means I will be doing for mind, I'm going to be doing spirituality, I'm going to be doing social commentary, I'm going to be doing stuff like this that helps with how you think, right? And how we want the SALT tribe to think and analyze things. For body, I'm going to do fitness, I'm going to do wellness, things to drink, alternatives, ways of, living, eating green, stuff like that, and things to do to make sure your body is good, fitness, mind, body, and soul, right? So all those three things I cover. I think that's great. What you drinking, host? Oh my God. Okay, baby, I'm drinking Ovaltine and coffee. I found Ovaltine. On my birthday, I went to this African store because my best friend sent me she sent me money and said, girl, do whatever you want with this. I said, I'm going to the African store to get me some good stuff. I'm going to get some good African things to eat. So I got Ovaltine, and literally, to me, malted hot chocolates are the absolute best. Forget this American hot chocolates. Malted hot chocolates are great. So I absolutely love it. Okay, someone said something. Let's see. Ivana said, I love your content, and until now, I've not participated in your lives, but I'm definitely glad I joined today. That's okay, babe. Anytime you join is the absolutely right time. You're never too late. So, you love coffee? Yeah. Oh my God, Paulindo, I love coffee too. I do love coffee too. So, you guys, here's what I was thinking, right? Here's what happened. I did a live stream. I did a video, right, and I know not everybody shares my religion, and I respect that, because I respect, honestly, people's spirituality, because that's how they see themselves, right? That's how they find meaning. Not for everyone, but for most people, their spirituality and their religion is how they find meaning and how they find themselves. So I'm always going to respect that. So my last vlog was on candle magic, and I know it's very difficult for people to digest, but if you look at the live stream, it literally was the most powerful, most soul reviving. We cried. Host Ovaltine and coffee. I have never tried that combination before. Oh my God, you'd love it. You'd love it. It's a special type of mocha. You'd love it. You'd love it, Monique. But if you watch the live stream, we were literally all in tears, crying. It was so powerful. And a week after, someone who was in the live stream called me and told me that they don't know what the hell just happened, but the prayers that we had, the wishes and the prayers that they made in that live stream and from that video, because we all prayed together and whatnot, doors opened for them. And I was like, wow. I was wowed. And that person is 100% Christian, right? That's what their religion is. But they're very open-minded in the sense that they're constantly searching for meaning. And when she called me, she told me, listen, my mother raised me and my siblings to be to understand the value of listening and being open and learning. And you can always reject what doesn't sit with your spirit. Absolutely reject it. But so it was very hard for me to make content like that, because I was scared, because it's religion. It doesn't matter what religion you are. Sometimes you're especially if it's not a popular, if it's not very popular, you start wondering, would my audience at least understand the perspective I'm going here? Not for you to change your religion at all. Stay with whatever you want to if you want to. But it's all about how you think. That's always been my goal, is investigate your thought processes. Investigate how things that you were taught growing up. Keep the things that resonate with you now and that help you grow. And by God, discard the things that are holding you back. And also, do not be afraid to learn more. Do not be afraid to change if you want to, and do not be afraid to learn more. That's all, that's my goal with this. So I've always wondered what kind of content you guys like, what kind of content, you're iffy about and stuff like that. Not that I'm going to change because of that, but it's good to know. So if you guys have any ideas for content you want me to make, or things that you've been thinking about that, okay, maybe you can, look at this, maybe you can, give us content, or this, we like this content more, please let me know. Let me know in the live stream, or let me know in the comment section, right? Because it's something that I've been thinking about. Let me see if there are any comments on here. Yeah. So another thing is, I wanted to add a music section. And I don't know if I don't know if I want to create a whole new channel for that, but I want to do like a music and mindset type of series, right? A music and mindset series where we do reactions to content. To it doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be just it doesn't have to be just music, but do a proper social commentary or spiritual commentary on music or on, like, viral content, right? But it has to be in line with the niche. It has to be in line with spirituality, wellness, both of those, right? It has to be in line with both of those. And that's the kind of commentary I want to break down. What kind of music? It really doesn't matter. It could be any kind of music that I think. So for example, if you guys think that, okay, because I might just put the one I've already done up. I'm just being iffy because I did one and I'm like, I don't know how you guys are gonna take it. But if you have a song that you think really moved you and there were lyrics in that song that transformed your life, and that also the musicality, the music itself gives you, goosebumps all over your body, something that is exceptional musicality. I don't want basic crap at all, but I want something with, if the music really moved you, gave you goosebumps, or if the lyrics are incredibly moving and amazing, then why not break it down? And if the lyrics are also confusing and you would like me to like break down the spiritual significance of it, then we can do that. Because I have a friend who has a reaction channel, right? And that's not my thing, but because I love social commentary, I figured that I will be good at reactions because just in general, when I watch anything, I'm kind of that girl in the theater that if you don't like people who talk, don't sit next to me. But the thing is, even when they sit next to me, they have a ball. They're not complaining like, why are you talking? They're like, please stop making me laugh. There are other people here, right? So I figured maybe, I don't know if you guys think that it will be a good idea, but I have a friend who has a reaction channel, and she was telling me, oh, there was this song, but it was kind of dark. You will be amazing at reactions for sure. Aw, thank you, Ivana. Yeah, but I want that to be a sub series, right? We're not gonna do it all the time because we're reserving that for really good shit, right? That's what I want to do. So she said, oh my god, this is a really popular song. Everybody's reacting to it, but it looks kind of dark. I don't think I want to do it. I'm scared. And I said, oh, let me look at it. So the first time I looked at their channel, the band, I was like, what is wrong with these people? Why is their stuff so dark? And we're like, yeah, it must be demonic. And I was like, because I'm a very open-minded person and I always test my principles, I was like, I'm going to go through their songs, I'm going to go through the lyrics, and I'm going to really see what it's about. I'm going to go over the surface because the surface is not good enough ever. Never judge a book by its cover, and that's not a lie. You have to dig deeper, or else you're just going to be one of those ignorant people who goes by whatever. Oh, I just felt like, so I just felt like. It's not an argument for anything. It's just stupidity. So I went in, I was curious. I, went through one song, two songs, three songs, and I found a song that I was like, wow. Then I researched the lyrics and I was like, wow, woo, wow, woo. Ha! Those lyrics, literally, I cried, right? I'm not gonna lie, but I'm a crier. Like every time I sing a song I really like, I cry. So I'm like, I have musicians in my family, but like if I was a musician, they're gonna call me La Llorona, which in Spanish means the crier. I'm just gonna be La Llorona because I will cry all the time. When something moves me, when a song moves me, I just be crying and bawling. I'm like, this song is great, or I'm singing and I'm crying. If I ain't got nothing, I got you. If I ain't got nothing, I don't give a damn, cause I got it with you. So if I sing a song that like really moves me, I'll cry. So I want to like break down songs that people are like, what the hell are these lyrics about? We love this song, but what are the lyrics about? Break it real down to a historical, psycho-spiritual context is what I want to do. So if you guys are up for it, cool, let me know. If you're not up for it, I understand, and I will take your opinion into consideration, especially your constructive criticism or your constructive comments. I would definitely take it into consideration. Absolutely. Host, let me get supper ready. Okay, my doll. All right, I'm leaving anyways. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Monique. Thank you, baby. Thank you, Ivana. Thank you, Paulino. Thank you, Easy. Hopefully someone calls you, Easy. We are up for it. Oh, really, Ivana? Awesome. Thank you. All right. So thank you all. Let me see who else was on the live stream. Thank you, Tenny. Tenny, my love, thank you so much for coming through. Thank you, Cubs Den. I know some of you guys are running this in the background. Yeah. Thank you, Esther. Thank you. Thanks everyone who came through. Thank you, Armani. Thank you. Armani is such a supportive person. Please, you guys, go like her channel, give her some love. I really love Armani. Who else? Yeah, and Paulindo. I really love you, Paulindo. I don't know if you do any content, but if you do, let me know and we'll be supporting you, Paulindo. All right? Okay. Bye, everyone. Until next week. Okay? Ciao.